know you can hear me. I'm just not ready yet. It's just in the way. It's in the way. It's in the way. I know you don't hear me. Well, I do know you hear me. Hi. What do you think of my background? What do you think of the new timer? Comments are always welcome, but you get your name mentioned. Isn't that nice? Isn't that a great incentive to ask a question? Ooh, there's one person here. Welcome. Shall I play some music? Gotta do that. Where's my music? Turn it down and let's do this.
Sin gathers its mass, follows me, it swallows me all. I've lost my first love. Where did I go? Oh, where did I go?
Hi, Robin. I'm here. I like this video thing that I put in the background. I think it's really cool.
The sin dripping like honey, sweet to the lips, it gathers its strength. You got in, wasn't quite rich enough to savor my taste.
And you get to hear me hum.
I love you, I love you.
See, I'm really here.
I love you, I love you, I love
How you doing, Robin?
you. I can't see.
There's multiple people showing up. Multiple.
And you and all of your glory, sitting so tight, fighting for me. It seems I never choose you, you over me, and I gather my moss, and I can't sleep.
Mitch is gonna love this, which is so lame.
I agree.
Mitch is here.
Mitch, you cannot sit on this information.
I love you, I
Preoccupied by Mitch.
love you, I love you.
Can you hear those sounds? I think you can.
Mitch has done really, really well.
I think Mitch has done well. All right, Troy. I actually thought about posting it a few minutes ago on your group over in Live Event Marketers Facebook group. Plug. I normally do this show at 9 o'clock, but I was delayed a little bit. I was delayed talking to the folks at upViral. I really like this song. Dang it, I want that to go away. Troy, I spent time on the weekend working on my videos. Thank you, Troy, for sharing. Let's see, that's a restream. Oh, I'm missing my comment. See? I like how the new pictures are showing up in eCam. The answer is I can do that. But I do want to give my tip out first, so you'll have to hang on. Hi, Richard. Richard is here. Lenny is here. Astro is here. Let's see if it switches. It switched! Song's almost over. I didn't time those right. Welcome. Greetings, Earthlings. I am Planet Mitch. Watch this. Oh, I'm in the wrong spot. Watch this. Here it comes. Drum roll right below my name. Right down there. Where is it? It's not showing. There it is. God, it took forever. Look at that. An animated lower thirds. Isn't that impressive? Robin asks, what software do you use to broadcast on Facebook? I am using eCam. Tool called eCam. It's Mac only. It's awesome. Troy uses eCam. Or are you using StreamYard? I've forgotten. Oh, I don't want to play another song. Sorry, go away. It's all about the money. eCam is an awesome tool, and I am also using Robin 2 Stream Decks, which are things that I can press buttons to make things like that lower thirds appear. And for example, for your comment to disappear, all I have to do is press a button. Isn't that cool? Troy says I'm on eCam. Perfect. All right, so let's get started. I know there's a question Robin asked about, and I apologize because I actually messed up putting in the titles, and I had intended to put in a different title, but I ended up using the titles from last week's show. And so, Robin, if I will talk about new features in eCam, I will talk about new features in upViral in just a bit. This is supposed to be, if I would do things properly, the contest tip of the week show every Monday, and I knew there was something else I was forgetting to do. I have rearranged my entire eCam set of overlays. Zuzi says, yes, we can comment here. Hey, welcome. Am I saying Zuzi right? Is it Zuzi? Sorry. Zuzi. Zib. There's no vowel in there. Zib. I don't know. Anyway, I apologize for messing up your name. Let's see. Can I find it really fast in my eCam overlays? I don't think I can. I don't know where I put it. Is this it? It is it. So I have this free calendar of events that I'm doing. Jason's here. Zuzi says I'm saying it right. Bless my heart. Bless your heart. So there's my calendar. We are currently on this date, and I will be adding some more stuff to this calendar in the next week or two. But you will be able to access that. Let's see if this works right. There you go. If you want to go subscribe to that, I think that link works, but I have not tested it. That's not something I tested over the weekend. I did test a lot of things in my setup so that I could be more professional. All right. So the tip of the week, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen so that we can answer this question for Zuzi. Now, this was asked in the Viral Hacking Challenge group, which we really should just be talking about this on Thursday, which is Q&A day. But I know this is a very common question. I've been asked this question multiple times in the in the last couple of weeks. My campaign is running for 4 days. Congratulations for getting that going. Not going as well. Now, the first thing I have to say is, first campaign may not work as upvirally or as crazy as you might think, and that's okay. Things don't. I'll give you my quick new analogy. Do you know T-ball? Is T-ball a thing outside the United States, or is it only in the United States? T-ball is this game where you're teaching kids how to play baseball, and it's probably only in the U.S. because the people in the U.S. are the only ones that play baseball. Anyway, Japan, whatever. But so what happens is they put a stick in the ground at home plate, and they put the ball on top for kids, young kids, to walk up and try to hit it, because there's no sense in trying to pitch or have a kid pitch a ball, because it's just not going to work. So you give them the basics. You teach them the basics to begin with, right? You just say, walk up there and swing the bat, and hopefully you hit it, and hopefully it stays within the lines. If it goes outside, then that's a foul, right? So we're teaching kids the basics. Zuzi, no offense, don't take offense here, but you're just getting started. First campaign may not be a home run, right? May not be, I need to learn cricket words because it's, I don't know, similar. I don't know what, anyway. It seems like I only have a 30% conversion from visitors to leads. Now, congratulations. And I love Facebook to pop up all those things. Richard, thank you, Richard. Richard says they play T-ball in our school in New Zealand. Great. So, that's 3 countries. I don't know. You know, I never get out of my house, much less to visit other countries. Robin asks about the COVID situation. We could talk about that, but let's save that for later, because what I really want to do is get people working on their business. And I'm, for those people that are doing live things, Facebook should let us have a function to turn that frickin' notification off. I mean, who knows what's going to pop in there? All right, but first of all, Zuzi, let's celebrate the fact that you've got a 30% conversion rate. If you think about most marketing, let's suppose you're even talking about you got a blog or you got a website and you have a pop-up that says, hey, subscribe to my newsletter. You know what the conversion rates on those are on average around the planet? Like 1%, maybe less than 1%, maybe 2 or 3 if you're lucky. You're getting 30%, jump up and down, celebrate. That's awesome. Is it average for contests? My typical, and I am very atypical because I've been running campaigns for 6 years, but my average is in that ballpark. Ballpark, get it? I can typically get between 30 and 35% overall, right? As an average. People love contests, and they're often willing to sign up. And then most of the people do not share. Bingo. All right, now, the marketers who sell you software try to make you think that it's perfect. And people are going to instantly share. If you watch the Copilot show, the upViral Copilot show, which is every Tuesday, and I don't have a link set up, but you can go over to upViral's site and find the link. It's just simply upviral.com/co-pilot-show. And sign up for that. Every week, we talk about things to help you grow your business, grow your process, grow your leads. And one of the things we talked about recently, and don't ask me which show, was kind of the fact that people don't share. It is not inherent in people to share something. You kind of have to sort of beg them, ask them, give them incentives to share. I think that you're really lucky, or I shouldn't say lucky, that you're doing really well if you can convince 1 out of 3 people to share. Not everybody is going to share your campaign. There are a lot of people, and there's a plug coming there. There is actually an ebook on my shop, and I'll do this. So we'll see if this works. Because I rebuilt this. I think it works. There it is. But I actually have an ebook here called the Why People Don't Share Your Contest ebook, which is free. It's right there at the top of the shop. So if you go to giveawayrocket.com/shop, you will get there and you can check that out. And you can check out some of the other things that I have. There are paid services and there are free services as well. That's not what I want. Go away. Where's my... Uh-oh. Did I lose the question? Where'd the question go? Dang it. That's what... Oh, it's not in Safari. It's over here in this one. All right, sorry. So, 30% is great. People do not share. They seem to engage with the share page at all. And maybe what we should do is have a look at your campaign, which is a totally different topic, which I can't get into right now. Campaigns seem to have lost the momentum. That's one of the tricks of running a contest that is difficult. I have to be careful with what I say. The marketers make it seem like running a contest is simple. And it can be. But getting people to stay motivated is part of your challenge. And it depends upon the particular campaign that you're doing, what your offer is, and whether or not people think the rewards are good enough to be doing the sharing in order for things to start really working well. Not every campaign is going to be like that. I mean, just look at the ads you see on TV. Some of them, you go, wow, that was a great ad. I want to buy that thing. And others are like, okay, can I go read another book, right? I feel completely gutted after so much work and time put into this. I am sorry you feel that way, but I completely understand that. And that's kind of why most people give up on doing contests. I go back to the t-ball analogy of teaching kids baseball, or even thinking about walking, right? I mean, imagine if kids tried to stand up, right? Babies, infants try to stand up and walk. If they fell down the first time and then get quiet and said, well, I'm never going to try that again, we'd be in pretty much trouble, wouldn't we? I mean, if somebody was trying to learn t-ball, how to play baseball, and walked up to the tee and swings and misses, or swings and falls on their butt, or hits the stick instead of the ball, and just quit, my nose itches, I'm sorry, then we would be in trouble. Nobody would ever learn how to play something, right? It's true for everything you do in the world. If you try a contest one time and it doesn't work the way you want to and you quit, then you get what you get. I'm putting it bluntly. This is not a one and done process. Let me throw some things at you. This is one of my favorites recently. This is a marathon. This is not a sprint. This is not just a one and done kind of thing. So many people see the big numbers that marketers put up and say, well, Tommy Lee got 300,000 leads in one contest and blah, blah, blah. And you think the world is just suddenly over and you're now a multimillionaire. We know that doesn't happen, right? We all know that doesn't happen that way. That's not the way things work in the world. Yes, there's a possibility that your campaign will fail. I have run campaigns where we got 60 leads total after 3 or 4 weeks. I have done that. What you don't do is to give up. You take the lessons that you learned from that campaign and you move on and you do it differently. Please don't just give up after the first try. If you do that, then you are defeating yourself. I've run over 100 campaigns. Do you think my first couple were rocket successes? Heck no. But I've kept at it. I've kept learning how to do these things. The same thing is true with Facebook ads. I bet your first Facebook ad sucked a rock and cost you a fortune, and you probably got no leads out of it. It's the same thing here. Just don't, please, 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 don't do one and done kind of a thing. Now, could it be? Great question, Zuzi. Isn't the whole point of using upViral's sharing feature? Exactly. Yes, 1,000%. I have been pushing people into the contest from all resources. I have, and I got to move this up just a bit. Come on, move up. Why is it not moving up? That's not what I want to do. Let me start over. I have been pushing the people into the contest from all resources I have and can find. I can just run a contest on my own channels. No, yes. No, yes. It is all about the sharing feature. Absolutely. Let's see how I can say this. When you run a campaign, if you don't have rewards, and by the way, you should also look at the 3,800 leads campaign that was on the shop. She got 3,800 leads with her first I don't know if it was her very first, but it was something she ran after being in one of my classes. She got 3,800 leads. She spent a ton of money on rewards. It took her 3 months to be profitable after that. But those 3,800 leads have turned into for her, right? It isn't a one and done. And the other thing Tracy said to me the other day was, this is harder than I thought it was going to be. There is much to learn here. And I started to talk about rewards. In Jennifer's case, the 3,800 leads, she offered great rewards. The rewards are just as much of a part of the campaign as the original offer is. I mean, Lenny, I love you. Robin says, I'm disappointed that we won't be a millionaire in a week. I would love to be a millionaire in a week. It's not happening. My family is getting frustrated. No. No one has 100% success all the time. Libro field goals are close to half. I don't know what Libro is. What's Libro? It's unrealistic. I mean, look at the best baseball players on the planet are lucky to hit 1 out of 3. I mean, those people are paid millions of dollars to hit 1 out of 3. Imagine what it would be like if somebody could hit 50% in baseball. You're never going to have 100% success all the time. And frankly, going back to Zuzi's question, that's not what I wanted to hit. I want to hide that comment. You got 56 leads in 4 days. If you go back to the pop-up thing, I ran a pop-up on my blog for 4 or 5 years in my photography thing, not in giveaways. I was lucky if I got 4 leads in a week with that thing. LeBron. Okay. LeBron. Got it. That makes more sense now. I thought there was some game that I didn't know called LeBro. But please don't get frustrated by the lack of success. Compare that success to other people. And go talk to somebody who has a pop-up on their blog where they only get 56 visitors in a week. And you say, well, I got 56 leads, boo-hoo me, in 4 days. It's all relative, right? Will every one of those leads buy your stuff? I don't know. Probably not. Will every one of those leads open your emails? I can guarantee that's not true. So it is about numbers here, but that's true for everybody else. I was posting the other day, somebody asked about, on another group, that, I forgot exactly what her question was. Something about how many leads are you getting in a month? And I said, well, I'm averaging 7,000. I'm sorry. No, I'm averaging 3,700. It turns out my average is more like 4,000. And she was like, what? How are you averaging 4,000 leads a month? Well, I'm running contests. Well, contests don't bring people who buy. Yeah, well, we can go down that rabbit hole too. Lenny says, you're building assets. Cash positive is icing, but can't be your one and only goal. Exactly, Lenny. Thank you. Let me see if I have the new ones, right? So, I don't know why that's there. Here is the marketing mantra that your email list is on average worth $1 per lead per month. That's what Lenny is alluding to, cash positive. But on average, the marketing people say that you should be able to get $1 per lead per month. And that's on the wrong screen. And if you get 1,000 leads, then maybe 1,000 leads is your goal. Maybe that's your dream. But if you get 1,000 leads, Valerie is here. Hi, Valerie. That's an additional $12,000 if you get 1,000 leads. Now here's the magic of contests, which most people, frustratingly to me, aren't doing. If you were able to add 1,000 leads per month, and again, it totally depends upon your offer, blah, 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 etc., etc. Like I said, I'm averaging about 4,000 leads per month for my clients. If you add 1,000 leads per month on a regular basis, and you see the little numbers down there at the bottom, that's the first month is 1,000, the second month is a total of 2,000, the third month is a total of 3,000, and you add all those things up, that's $78,000 of revenue in month 13. Who wouldn't want that kind of revenue? But people, and Susie, I'm picking on you here, people like Susie give up after the first campaign. And they don't continue working this. I've seen it over and over and over and over, even with my own clients. I had one client that we brought in 7,800 leads in the month of February or March, and then COVID hit. But she and I were working to do one campaign per month. And then COVID hit. But she understood that she needed to keep at it. You gotta keep at this stuff. Just like building your ads for your Facebook, or playing t-ball, or walking when you're an infant. If you quit, you're never going to accomplish anything. I tend to believe, and many people will back me up on this, if you're not working on your email list and building your email list and nurturing it, and you start relying on the shiny object syndrome of Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, build my list over there, and I'm not saying that those aren't valid things to do. You should be doing those as well. But how many times have you heard Facebook getting yanked out from somebody? Robin says, I was joking, Mitch, about the $1 million. Yes, I know. But how do you make conversions from leads? Well, there's the magic question, right? That's the magic question. I had 10,000 leads, but almost no buyers, so I stopped. Yes. Okay? My suggestion, Robin, is that you had the wrong offer. I can't tell you how many times people have come to me and said, Mitch, I've got 10,000 leads and nobody buys. There's one famous case in my mind. I'm just going to switch back to the full screen because I don't need that frame anymore. Had a gentleman come to me and say, I'm waiting for it to switch. There it goes. A gentleman come to me and say, well, I've run some contests to give away gift cards, like Amazon, whatever gift cards. And I've forgotten how many leads he told me. But let's just say you got 5,000 leads. And he said, nobody is buying, Mitch. This contest thing is a scam. People only sign up in order to win the contest and then they don't buy. I said, well, what's your offer? So, well, I'm trying to sell gift cards. Okay. How many are you selling? Assuming you had a list before that, before you ran the contest, how many you're selling? So, well, I'm struggling there too. I can't get people to buy my offer. I'm like, wait a minute, time out. You can't get people to buy your original offer and now you're blaming contests for those people that you brought in for not buying? The problem isn't the contest. Hello? The problem is your offer. You don't know how to do the sales part of your process. It's not the contest's fault. It depends, right? Let's see if I can pull this up. I want to go here, and I want to go here, and that's not all of my stats. Where did I put them? I think maybe this is it. I ran 2 campaigns for Fuji. They brought in 8,700 leads for a total of 1,700. Now, the marketing manager told me, if you bring me leads, people who are on the edge of photography, I'll convert 3 to 4%. Now, just because you get a 30% conversion on your lead, on your giveaway, doesn't mean you're going to turn those into sales. But even so, say Fuji had a $500 offer, and he converts even at just 1%. And let's suppose that the 17,000 leads, there's really only 10,000 that are valid, right? Just to put that in lower numbers. So 10,000 times a 1% conversion times $500 is $50,000. He spent $5,000 on the offer. We brought in 7,800 leads. Well, twice. 14,000, 15,000, whatever. And he believes he can convert at 3%. Because he knows his numbers. He understands what he's doing on the back end to nurture. And let me put it this way, because Lenny said it. Nurture and test. How are you building trust and authority? If you can't sell on the back end, bringing in leads on the front end isn't going to do you any good. You got to be able to convert those people. I had a client come to me in December, paid me good money to build a contest, and in the process, I said, hey, client X, how many times do you email the list that you have right now? He said, oh, I don't. I said, what? What do you mean you don't email your list? Why are you trying to build your email list if you're not currently sending them stuff? How do you get them to buy from you? Oh, well, I periodically have sales. I put a sale on my website, and people see that because they keep coming back, and then they buy. So, but you don't email your existing list that you're having a sale? No. Those kind of people, and I'm not trying to say, Zuzi, you're one of those people, because I haven't even read the long comment you just posted. Those kind of people are going to struggle in business because they don't understand the process of sales, right? They don't even understand why they're building an email list. So why are you running a contest to build your email list if you're not going to sell to them? You don't know how to sell to them. I don't get it. You got to understand the process. Now, let's see what Zuzi says. I'm all about the numbers. I have experience with conversions to lead to paid product. If 1% buys my product, the cost of upViral and cost of incentives, my campaign with 54 leads will not even cover those. You've only got 4 days in. I thought my incentives for sharing were quite attractive since they're actually proven via my YouTube channel, most popular topics. I went for a success with all I had. Good. Keep at it. 4 days is not the campaign make. I just had expected to have the momentum to be even better and longer, because that's what the marketing guys who sold you upViral have convinced you. I don't expect the results from those case studies Wilco puts forward. I get those as unicorns, but my expectations were on the message this really works. It does work. I got 250,000 leads in my upViral account, Susie. It does work. You got to put the right offer with the right message in front of people, and most likely you're not going to do it on the first campaign. And I understand the frustration. Believe me, I do. I get it. There are some campaigns that I wish would just go skyrocketing, and they don't. Let me give you another one. Robin said, but most of your list are cold members, so they don't know you. And that's part of the nurturing part. You got to know how to nurture a list. Exactly stuff, Robin. Lenny says, "Do." I don't have that as a sound, but I get it. Let me show you another example. And I moved this one around, so patience with me. It takes me a second to find it. It's in here, right? Here it is. Bradley, who has let me share this, he's a marketing guy. He runs contests for people. He has let me share this. This is his case study. And there's a lot of case studies on the upViral page that often sound really awesome, but some of them are, anyway. 3 of them are really awesome because they're my clients. But Bradley had a client that was in the survival niche, the people that are worried about the pandemic, the apocalypse, the bomb dropping, right? And they tried multiple campaigns. The first campaign, or second, third, whatever, was for a camping stove. The next one was a camping chair. And then they tried a tent. And they finally found the offer that really rocked it. And here it is. The survivalists went bonkers for a $97 flashlight. And yes, I know $97 sounds a little expensive. I used to say it was $48, but he says it's $79 or $97. The survivalists really think about what they need when they're trying to survive after the bomb. And a flashlight is something that everybody will have to have in their bunker. Right? $97 flashlight. Didn't have to be expensive. It has to be something that excites your people to get involved in the contest. Now, they continue to sell them all kinds of other things, but that brought in the right kind of person that they were after. And so the point being there that they tried, and I wish I'll ask him someday how many campaigns they tried before they found that one. But it's not a hit, a home run on the first try. It's not going to be a glorious success. Now, there are a couple that have been glorious successes for me on the first try. There's a couple that Wilco highlights, the 230,000 lead thing that were highlights. But the recent one that he's talked about a lot, the Gabe Schillinger example, the Bunky example is the other one. Those things were really well done, highly crafted, multiple tries before you saw the really good success. The Gabe Schillinger one, he's been trying for 4 years to get that success that he's had. Now he's trying to teach people how to do that. But he had 3 other campaigns before he got to the home run. You have to be patient. And there will be frustrations. I can guarantee that. I can't tell you how many campaigns I've had that I thought were going to be successes that didn't. And then campaigns that I thought were going to be failures that did. It's hard to know. People ask me all the time, what is the perfect offer? I'm like, I don't know. I really don't know. Another example, the one that I talked about in February. It's a natural food company. They don't want me to tell the name. But I shouldn't look at my messages on my watch. But they put out their grand prize as a 6-month supply of these granola bars. And I said to myself, that's just not going to do it. I think this one's going to be okay, but I don't know that that's going to just really do it. And they got 7,800 leads. They were very happy about their 7,800 leads. And if the pandemic hadn't hit, we would still be running campaigns for that. But I don't always know. Robin, this is answering your question. What offer will successfully generate leads? Oh, this is why people pay me the big bucks, buddy. I don't know that answer. It all depends. It all freaking depends. It depends upon your niche. It depends upon what you have to offer. It depends upon how well you promote it. It depends upon where you promote it. It depends upon blah, 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 blah. There's lots of things. Every campaign I do is different. Here's the deal. And Lenny asked kind of in that direction I was going to go. What questions would you ask? I want to go to here. And I know this is the number one reason why contests fail. Come on. Maybe it's behind that. The lack of planning. Literally, people think all they have to do is throw something up on the screen, throw something up there like an Amazon gift card, and they don't know this bit. Doing this work of knowing who your perfect buyer is isn't fun, but it will work. It will change your perspective on what you can offer. And here's the key to that, is to know your assets. What kind of things do you want to offer? Now here's a kind of a mini checklist of things that you could create to offer people for rewards or even your big prize. Mini courses, templates, spreadsheets, a waiting list, a list of ideas, book recommendations, blah, blah, blah. The list goes on and on and on. Lots of things that you can think about. You can also do a list of things you can give away. This is kind of sort of the same but different. Physical products, subscription service, a year of something. For example, the granola company did 6 months of something. Shopping spree, membership, subscription service, coupons, all kinds of different stuff. Black Friday offer kind of stuff in the middle of the year. There's all kinds of things that you can offer. And each one of them is something that you could test. What we get focused on is this very narrow thing that says, well, we want people to do just this. And it may not be that attracts the biggest list or the best list. These are great questions. And Lenny is like, what are the questions you would ask to come up with the best offer? That was those things. I mean, I talked to Mike over the weekend, who's in my movers program. And Mike was like, well, I want to offer this as my prize. and it was a thing. You already done the thing. You already had it. And I said, time out, Mike. I know you're new to the Movers program. I know that you're just new to the whole contest idea. But there are 5,000 other things that you could offer that would apply to your niche. And what you got to do is go through and think about what you think are the best things, but write them down. I told him this was Mike's homework over the weekend. I said spend 2 hours going through and just brainstorm everything you could possibly offer to attract your market. He's like, Mitch, I don't really want to do that. It sounds boring. He didn't say that, but it's kind of what he said when we talked about it. But that work is incredibly valuable. I mean, imagine if you just sit down and list everything that you could possibly give away, or everything you could do as a lead magnet, or maybe you don't have them. And I told Mike this, don't think about the how. Our first thing is, well, I'm going to offer a checklist. Well, then I got to go create it, and a checklist might take me some time. Don't think about that stuff. Just write it down. And because what'll happen is you go, well, if I could do a checklist, well, then I could create an entire template or an ebook on this or that. And then you're going to go, well, if I can do that, then I could do this. Just write them down, make a list. You may never do all the things that are on the list. You may throw half of them out. Other people's products. What do other people have in your niche that you could sell? It doesn't matter that you're promoting, not sell, but give away. It doesn't matter that you're potentially promoting your competitor. What you're doing is you're building your list to sell your thing, because it's the perfect thing to sell those people, because you know who your avatar is and what you're going to get to them. Right? And none of this stuff is really fun. Sometimes people really enjoy making lists and stuff, but that's okay. But this is the kind of stuff, slight plug, that people that we're doing in the Movers program. And again, I'll go back and I'll put this up. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. I still look at my list of assets once a month. And like, what could I do to give away to people to do this and this and this? What could I add to the list that I share with people on what they could give away? I've got a massive list of things, ideas that I'm collecting, so that I can help people like you figure out what the right offer is. I'm not going to just hand it to you because that's some of my magic, but I am offering those ideas to the people in my Movers program. What's my Movers program, somebody says? See if this button works. It's supposed to work. There it is. Although the comment didn't go away behind it. It's giveawayrocket.com/join. So the Movers program is a mastermind that we are doing. Lenny's a member. Lenny's here. Who else was here? Nobody else was here. Valerie is interested. We've talked about it briefly. What we're doing is a group Q&A weekly. We're doing discussion group stuff. We're doing campaign reviews. I have a starter kit that I'm putting together that not all the movers have yet. You are the first to know what Mitch learns. So there are several campaigns that I'm working on right now, and the movers will know what those processes are before I tell anybody in the public about it. I've added this launch with a 3-year head start. I firmly believe that I can shortcut your learning process by at least 3 years if you're going to run regular campaigns. So all of this stuff is in the Movers program, plus a 50% off of everything else that I sell or give away or whatever. That offer is currently available until I get to 20 people. And then the price is going to double. I'm currently at 8 or 9 new people that have signed up. Let me switch. So that's my quick promotion of that. If you're interested, let me know. I will be glad to talk to you. There are also probably accountability things that aren't in that list. And I'm thinking about offering a quarterly review for everybody that's in the members, but I haven't firmed that up yet. So let me put that question back up. How long do I have to redesign the contest or make one new offer, test other ideas? I'm on the challenge. Yes, I know you're in the viral hacking challenge. How long can I use for the software? That was not clear. In the viral hacking challenge, you get 30 days to do your test. You will be getting an offer for kind of like half price for a year, I think, or something like that. But you have 30 days before you have to start paying. Is that enough time? Not in my book. My book is you ought to own it for at least a year and run regular campaigns. You can redesign your existing contest right now within limitations of your country's rules. You can, for example, add things to the prize package. You cannot take away, at least in the United States. If you're offering a $1,000 prize, you can add to it, but you can't reduce it. And I'm not even sure if you can substitute in the United States. They're very, because you've told somebody, hey, somebody's going to win this, blah, 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 blah. And if you suddenly take that away, then you're breaking the law because you've made that offer. You have to give away at least one of that, whatever that thing is that you've already said. You can change the pages all day long. You can change the text all day long. You can change the offer by increasing it all day long if you think that will work. You can add rewards all day long. But in the challenge, you only have 30 days before you have to start paying. Hope that makes sense. Robin asks, will bigger things work better with a lot of dollars than smaller things? I just gave you an example, Robin, of a $97 flashlight. That is an awesome campaign. Here, I'll give you another one. It's got to switch to here. That's not where I want to be. I want to be here. No. I moved this one. So here it is. Here is campaign. Notice up here at the top that there are 9,444 bazillion entries. Now that's not, what you didn't see, let me show this. This was the original offer. So they're giving away a $50 Amazon gift card. They're giving people 100,000 points for referral. Okay, so these points are insanely high. Let me change, I'm sorry, the comment got switched. See, I gotta figure out how to do that better. Hide the comment. We're working on this comment. $50 Amazon gift card. Okay, there's all kinds of thousands upon thousands of points that you can earn. So let me take that and take this away so you can see. That's not what I wanted. Dang it, sorry. So you can see this. This really brought in about 7,000, 8,000 total leads if you try to massage the math on that. But a $50 Amazon gift card brought in 7,000, 8,000 leads, maybe 10,000. It's not about the offer. It's not about the value, the total value of the prize. It's about putting the right offer in front of the right people. And by the way, I have another appointment in 12 minutes, so I have to go. I love rambling and teaching this stuff, but I do have an appointment at the top of the hour. Just to give you a heads up. Stephen, isn't the equivalent cash of a prize? See this? I gotta figure out. I'm trying to drag that, and that's not working. Why am I doing? What's wrong? Why is that not? Something is over the top that I got to get rid of. What is that? Oh, I know what it is. This will work, right? No, that's not working. Dang it. All right, let me go. Let me just turn off the scroller at the bottom. That'll do it. Isn't the equivalent cash value of a prize related to the interest in shares? No, not at all. I'm giving you multiple examples. It's about the offer. The offer can be a $97 thing. It can be a $50 Amazon gift card. People get excited about a $25 thing. It doesn't have to be expensive. This sounds like a multi-factor calculation with trade-offs and might benefit some sort of optimizing strategy. Yes, bingo, you do have to optimize this thing. You have to figure out what the right thing works for your right audience. Again, Bradley's flashlight, $97 offer, brought in tens of thousands. I don't remember exactly how many. Thousands of leads for a $97 prize. It was the right prize in front of the right people. And that's really difficult to quantify. And they tested over and over and over to figure that out. Share and likes are not allowed by Facebook. There are Facebook rules. upViral, Gleam. This happened to be a Gleam contest. It says powered by Gleam down here at the bottom. All of these tools are abiding by Facebook rules. If you need to know what the Facebook rules really are, I have a Rafflecopter article that will show you that. Pardon me. The basic thing is in Facebook, this campaign is not running on Facebook. It's running on a third-party tool that may share into Facebook. But you cannot force people as a method of initial entry to share and like and do all those Facebook things. And I don't ever remember what all the rules are because they're different. But we're not running in Facebook. It's not, all that's required for a contest in upViral is your name and your email. You are not required to do any sharing. You are not required to do something on Facebook to enter the campaign. And that's what Facebook's rules are, is you can't require somebody to do blah, 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 blah. We're outside of Facebook. We're okay doing all of this stuff outside of Facebook. Zuzi says, yes, I already made a few different versions to A/B testing. Good for you. I'm exploring the option of sponsors. Good for you. That's also a bonus. I just need to get that bloody sharing part working better. Would you be willing to review my campaign on the Copilot show? This week is not a review week, but I can do the review this Thursday since, Zuzi, you're in the Viral Hacking Challenge. I can review it on Thursday for you in the Hacking Challenge Q&A on Thursday. Absolutely. Happy to do that. I love doing that part. Robin says, thanks. You're welcome, Robin. Part of the reason I do these for no charge and like the Copilot show, I really want people to be a success. Success requires learning. I know that's hard to believe, but success in this book, in this market, in marketing, requires learning. And learning takes time. Zuzi says that would be fantastic. You're happy to do that. And that's where I said, by the way, and yes, I am promoting the Movers program. I am not promoting that inside the Viral Hacking Challenge because that's not my agreement with them. I can't promote my stuff. But what I think is, so for those of you who don't know, the Viral Hacking Challenge is a 30-day thing to try to get people to use upViral software if they haven't used it before. With every day is a new piece of education that comes out that Wilco has made. It's a wonderful program, but there are a lot of questions that come up in your first campaign. And so what I am doing as part is creating this Movers program that is an additional cost because I don't work for upViral. I'm not paid by them to do all this work for them. What I'm doing is trying to help you get moving, to build your business and to take it beyond those 30 days. Again, you can't, really look at upViral in 30 days and say, well, this is going to save my business, or no, it's not, or whatever your goal is, you need ongoing support. upViral does not provide that. They probably will never provide ongoing support to the kind of level that you're going to get from me. And yes, it costs money because I have a lot of education and I have to feed my family just like you do. There are no guarantees in the world, but I can tell you that I'm going to get you moving a hell of a lot faster than any other program on the planet for building your campaign. And in the Movers program, every Friday we have, again, this is subject to change. Robin asks, how much is it? Right now it's $97 a month. It's going to double after I get to 20 because the value is insane. I think Lenny will tell you. Lenny's in the program. The value is going to be well worth more than that. I mean, I was talking to Mark from upViral. Oh, God, I was supposed to tell you about the changes. Dang it. I'm not going to be able to do that today. I'm sorry, whoever asked me to do that. We're running out of time because I talk too much. But I believe you see my passion for this as well. I'm good. Here, let me put this up. I love this. I made this the other day. And I don't have a button to do it, so I have to go find it. But I made this. Dang it. It's not where I thought I put it in the folder. Dang it. Giveaway, services, training, upViral. Shoot. Why is it not in the folder that I thought it would be on? You know, my organization skills. Dadgum. Is it in this folder? Foway. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. This stadium in Texas holds 100,000 people. To visualize this, this is my current upViral total leads. It's 257,000. So 2.5 times that stadium I have brought in for clients, and that's only in my upViral account. I have run multiple campaigns in their accounts that aren't included in that 257,000. So visualizing, I think, the number of people that I have had experience bringing in. Now, I know the next question is, how many of those bought something? Good question. I don't know, because that's not my game. My game is to bring you leads that are highly targeted, and if you need to convert them with your existing processes. It's like getting that many people to walk by your shop. Some of them are going to come in and buy. Not everybody. But I believe, Robin, for the $97, let's suppose you get your product's $100 and you get one additional person to buy, then you've paid for it. I think it's incredibly cheap at that price, but I'm also prejudiced because I'm doing the teaching. Steven, it sounds like initial micro contest to sample the prize might be a better notion than A/B, since more could be run at one time. Yes, that's an option. Absolutely. Scraping former prize stats. I look at stats like crazy. And I have some spreadsheets to make that happen. In numbers on my Mac. You would be shocked at the kind of data that I grab. Scraping former prize stats. Yes, I do that all the time. Luck guessing isn't scalable. Of course not. But guess what? That's what marketing is, right? Constantly. How many times have you seen the big people, Coke, Pepsi, car companies throw an ad out there that becomes a flop? Happens all the time. There is no silver bullet here where everything is perfect. Lenny says, how many of those people bought a hot dog? Great question. Great question. All right. I do have to go to another meeting. I apologize for not getting into the question of what's new and upViral. There is, however, that was Robin that asked that earlier. Robin, there is the video that I did last Wednesday in my timeline on Facebook. If you go back and watch that, you can do that. I'll do another show this Wednesday, this same time. No, an hour earlier, my usual time on Wednesday. I'll do another show on what's new in upViral. And by the way, I spent an hour and a half this morning with the project manager, not on Zoom or anything, but in a text chat. And I'm liking what I'm hearing about what's coming. I can't tell you what those things are because I'm under NDA, but they are working on some really good stuff that is going to, and the stuff that we got in this release was required in order to make all that other stuff happen. So you may think, if you look at the existing release, that there's not a whole lot of meat in there. It's really beneficial. The reporting sucks, and I got good news on that. So hold your hat on the reporting. Be patient. Something's going to happen there really soon. And stick with me, because I'll help you navigate all that stuff. So we'll do, Robin, that show Wednesday morning if you can watch, or you can go back and watch the last one, and I'll cover many of those things. I'm going to make English translations of the text so you know what is in my campaign. I'll get it to you as soon as possible. Many thanks for your support. You're welcome. I do use Google Translate fairly well. I am not going to nitpick every word in your campaign. If you can save time doing something else. What I do, Zuzi, is I come in and I look at your campaign as if somebody on the internet who's cold traffic looks at your campaign. So I don't want to know a whole bunch of stuff about what you're trying to do before you do it, before I see it. So don't worry. I would probably not worry about doing a bunch of translations unless you think I really have to have them, but I won't look at them until the day I do that. All right, I gotta scoot. I'm sorry about that. I got a meeting I gotta go to. Lenny says let's go. Lenny is a huge supporter of mine, so I appreciate Lenny. Again, if you want to join the Movers campaign, that is right there, giveawayrocket.com/join. Do I have a URL link for last week's show? It's just right here in my Facebook timeline. It's facebook.com/planetmitch. Just scroll on down. Thank you, Stephen, for your kind words. Robin, if you can't find it, send me a private message on Messenger, and I will get you the link to last week's show. Or I will see you right here on my timeline on Wednesday at 10 o'clock Eastern. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We will see you again very shortly.
Mitch has done really, really well.
Mitch, this is not okay. You need to leave.
That was definitely an e-ticket.
The thing didn't pop up.
Mitch,
There's supposed to be a black box behind that.
it's not misinformation.
You're not supposed to see me peeking around. I hate it when things don't work right. This, by the way, is a song from a short film that a friend of mine, Barry, and I made. This was a custom song. What if I do this? Alright, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and I will catch you shortly.